Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. Today, Sneako destroys an unhinged womanist in heated debate. Let's get into it.
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
A lot of people wouldn't even go and apply for that role to be president or prime minister because they think like that. Because they think, okay, I'm black. I don't have a chance.
In all fairness,
I don't have a chance. But if you actually went to go and do it, and you actually put in the effort, and you were talented, and you put
over
the
30
grind in,
years and doing everything he
100%.
had to do to get in the position to even win. Because, I mean, the presidency is not something you apply for, right?
Yeah.
It's like over time, you come to know that, hey, I got a shot at this thing, and he ran for it. Dude, if Candace Owens ran tomorrow, I'd vote for her ass. Straight up, I would vote for her. Candace Owens ran for president tomorrow, I'd vote for her.
I would vote for her.
That's such a...
I would.
Why?
Because I think she's intelligent. I think she knows her shit, and she's based as fuck.
Very based.
Yeah.
I think sometimes
I vote for her.
that's the whole point of what I'm trying to say. Sometimes,
And it's not because she's black, by the way.
I know, but
zero because of that.
Denalva, you brought up quotas before.
Quotas of what?
Quotas, which is like getting a job because of your gender or your race.
I brought them up for what?
No, but I'm saying you seemed like you said it was a good thing. You think it's a good thing?
I think so.
Don't you think it's kind
of... Okay. Let's stop right there. Quotas are not a good thing because it dumbs down your society, right? America is a competitive society. So if you put in quotas, what that means is that it's not natural selection anymore, right? It's not survival of the fittest. Now it's, we've just decided arbitrarily that these people should get, a certain group should get favored over another group. And then, womanists will say, oh, it's because in the past bad stuff happened. Well, actually, if you look in the past, every single race has done bad things. So it's a poor argument, right? Quotas should not exist. And that's because life is hard. And if you encourage people to be selected not based on their abilities, but based on their race or their gender, we're going entirely in the wrong direction.
of a slap in the face because it's saying that you can't do it yourself?
No, not really. The reason why...
I think quotas are... quotas are racist and sexist.
I agree.
But it is. But the reason why I'm a bit like... I'm kind of going on the whole thing of use race as your superpower. I don't really care about why you're doing it. As long as I'm there and I can make something good out of it, then...
Oh, so what she's saying is she's opportunistic. Which, again, let's be honest... In 2023, many women are opportunistic. And she's saying, I would take full advantage of the quota and that's why I wanted it. Well, okay. From that perspective, sure. I see why you think it's a good idea because it favors you. But, again, how would you feel if you got selected just because of your race or skin color and not because you actually earned it? I agree. Okay, shilling time. Buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit all for notifications. Go to my Patreon and subscribe, patreon.com/theheliosblog. And drop me a donation like Hunter M, Adrian on, Tom M. Just click more underneath the video. Shilling is done. Let's continue.
Great. I'll go there and I'll turn it. It's an opportunity. So if somebody now was saying to me, okay, because you're mixed race and you got curly hair, we want you to present this show, primetime TV, but it's because you got curly hair. I'd be like, yeah, no stress. Like, let me do it. Let's see how I'm going to do. I'm going to get famous. I'm going to make money. I can open.
Right. Exactly. So she's just saying she's opportunistic and she'd take full advantage of the quota. And she agrees because she personally would benefit. I understand. Kind of a, narcissistic perspective, but okay, I can understand that. But how about the people that actually deserve to be put on, right? How about those people that actually deserve to be put on because they earned it? How about them? Should they be pushed aside just because their race isn't the right one? You see what I'm saying? We should work on a meritocracy, not arbitrarily choose people based on the color of their skin or, their race, something that they were not born with, or their gender. right? Sorry. They didn't have that choice when they were born, is what I was trying to say. Of course, they were born with their race and their gender. Anyway, let's continue.
Another business, I can empower through that opportunity that came from a bad reason.
Well, I think what is good about what you're saying is you're talking about seizing the opportunity, and you're talking about using whatever prospects come along to get where you want to get to. I think there's almost like a schism in this conversation, isn't there? Because I think what these guys are talking about, and probably what I'm talking about, is more mindset based. And over here, we're getting into the weeds about some of these social issues, which do exist. 100% they do exist. But ultimately, overall, what we need to do, we need to transcend that. Because actually, I mean, social class is a huge thing as well, right? And actually, you've sort of paid lip service to that. I mean, someone like Rishi Sunak, he's the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, but he came from an incredibly privileged background, right? So social class is a big thing, whether you're black or white or Asian or whatever. But people from very underprivileged social backgrounds can also go on to become hugely successful. So what we all need to do is think, sod my background, my race, my ethnicity, all of that stuff, it's irrelevant. How am I going to go out there and change the world today? What am I...
Right, exactly. What he's describing is a meritocracy, which is exactly what I'm talking about. It was actually Genghis Khan that he believed in meritocracy, whereas his his Mongolian allies or rivals, or maybe both, disagreed with his practice. But of course, his practice of promoting only the best led to rather good results, despite, Genghis Khan not being the best person. But you have heard of him. And that says a lot. All right, let's continue.
What am I going to do? What steps am I going to take to make a dent in this universe before I die in this short period of time I've got here?
And furthermore, setting up the generations that come behind you.
Yeah.
Because for that man to be in a position to be prime minister, probably his grandpa was a G, his grandpa's grandpa was a G.
Yeah.
So it's a legacy thing and creating a family that sticks together and has certain family values that can literally propel into the future. Normally it takes a couple generations to create a Rockefeller type family.
Yeah.
And so if people start today building that legacy, then it's a really huge thing. In fact, I just got a text yesterday from an NBA player that wants to talk business about something. I knew who he was because he was in the league, but his father and grandfather own a large portion of real estate in Baton Rouge. And I knew who they were just from the real estate world. And so when his name's Collis Temple, he's my favorite NBA player. Not because he's the best player, it's because he's a fucking class act gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I'll do whatever Collis wants to do. Let's do it. Let's make money, bro. And my suit guy's a black guy. He knew him. He gave me my cell phone number. The guy that made this suit, black guy, right? Gave me the contact, the plug. I don't care because money's green. And he and that family, the Temple family, is a great example of a legacy family. And that can be made if young men see that it's a possibility.
What about women?
Well, here's the thing. A lot of people don't understand the level of effort that is required to have that kind of success. It requires consistent long-term effort over multiple years, sometimes decades. Most people are not capable of that level of effort. But understanding that it can be done and putting in the work, it's literally, the adage is, just put in the work. And that girl that said, what about women? The conversation is literally about a meritocracy. So what do you mean, what about women?
Women too.
Yeah,
women too. But the thing about women is this. You have to understand that there's primal parts of us. And most often, like she was saying earlier, a woman would much rather be with a strong man she looks up to and be inside the frame of the family and do the maternal things, the things that matter, the things that the world cannot live without. A mother. I think being a mother is one of the strongest, most impressive, hard jobs on the planet.
Yes, a good mother, not just a girl that has children. I agree. It is a very difficult job. To do what women are supposed to do properly is very hard. Just like to do what a man is supposed to do properly is very hard.
Baby will not sleep. You can't get any sleep. You've been pregnant. Your body's torn up. And then you still have to nurture that baby and not get upset with it, not shake it, not, it's maddening, right? Like, let's not belittle that job, one of the most important jobs on the planet, because you're molding the next generation that might be that legacy holder for your race or your family or whomever. Right. So I think that it's really, really, really important that we put mothers on a pedestal more than we put rappers. Well, and I don't mean
I agree entirely.
That to disrespect you. I just mean it because it's what's important for the children.
And the thing is that feminism comes in and says that motherhood isn't enough.
And that's
bullshit.
That even when we were talking about, oh, you get to work, you get to do this. Well, we got to be mothers. I mean, my grandma, she had 9 kids, and she said her one regret in life is not having 12.
It wasn't being a rapper.
Yeah. No, I wish.
It wasn't dropping 16 bars on Sway.
And I think that's one of the worst things about feminism is because if I was to speak out now and say that I just want to be a stay-at-home wife with 6 kids, people will look at me when I say it's lazy.
No, that is not lazy. That is not lazy. It perhaps if you've chosen to have 6 children by 6 different fathers and live off of welfare and ruin the lives of all of those children, perhaps that could be that could be construed as lazy. But being with a strong man who supports you, being the wife and having 6 children, and doing that before having an end count of 50 at the age of 35, of course, a woman is unable to have 8 children if she starts at 35, but that's what I'm getting at. I'm getting at this idea that being wise, being prudent, investing what you have with the right man, building with that man, not leaving that man, these are great things. These are the things that society needs. These are the things that used to be ubiquitous. They used to be everywhere. And now it's like, try finding a girl that hasn't had 20 chads before you at the age of 25. Try. And it's a rarity. Right? The girl has to full on come from another country for that to be even a possibility. Imagine that in 2023.
But I think that's like the best part of a woman's life is having kids and raising them is a privilege.
You want to hear what's going to call you lazy, though?
Privilege.
Huh?
You know who's going to belittle that?
Womanist.
Probably one of
other women.
Yeah. Indeed.
Men aren't going to look down on you for that.
Exactly.
It's the competition. This is why it's important. They won't.
And it will actually be 35-year-old women who, have cats and boxed wine. They'll try to take you down. Those girls, they'll be your co-workers at work, the older women. You talk to them and they'll try to steer you down this path of self-destruction because misery loves company, right? You're 21. Oh, you have time. No, go explore yourself. Go have fun. Go discover yourself. Don't worry about that. The great guys, they'll be waiting for you when you're done your journey of self-discovery. Don't worry. And then the girl is destroyed. And another... what is it? Another angel cries.
What it means.
He's
completely right. He's completely right. Weak men.
I don't think men would.
Weak men who might as well be women. This is why women need to be very careful who they keep around because a lot of time you're in competition with each other and misery loves company.
Yes.
Whenever a woman now on social media, when they see like a famous woman in a happy relationship, you see them all the time trying to bring him down, trying to catch him cheating. They want to be at the same level because it's jealousy. Misery loves company. And so a lot of the friendships that women have, they aren't productive whatsoever. A lot of them are feeding garbage. When you get in a breakup, when you have problems with your boyfriend, and you go talk to your girlfriends, what do they say? Leave him. Yeah. Leave him right now. Let's go to the club. They don't actually promote anything positive. They just want to bring you back down to degeneracy. So
that's actually not why they do it. They do it because that's in fashion. Women do what's in fashion. And especially in 2023, they do what's in fashion. That's why they changed the haircuts. That's why they changed the way they dress. That's why they changed the way they act. Before, in like the 50s and earlier, if a girl was to do something degenerate, all of the friends, all of them would be like, what are you doing? This is what you need to do. This is what women do. It's whatever is the trend at the time, the cultural trend, that's what women follow because women don't want to be ostracized from the group. Whatever the in-group does, that is what the crowd of women do. So that's why they drag the girls back into degeneracy because... a Western woman in 2023, not all of them, but the average one, a girl that, you know, she grew up listening to the terrible radio, watching the terrible shows, getting brainwashed by terrible teachers, etc. Those girls, what's in fashion is hating men, sleeping with 20 chads, going to the club, drinking, doing illicit substances, wasting their time, getting cats, getting boxed wine, all of that. That's what's in fashion. And so that's what they do. So the fashion needs to change. What is considered normal and what the herd does, that needs to change. And when that changes, the whole problem is prevented.
Watch out, she might text him.
I had a friend that told me to leave him, but was texting him.
Yep.
Those are female friends, and that's what's really destructive about feminism is that you talk about female empowerment, and then you guys bring each other down more than men do.
That's right.
That's actually the real misogyny, is you trying to destroy each other's lives and ruin each other's relationships for jealousy. We're not the misogynists because I'm speaking aggressive. It's misogynist to not want a woman to be a mother, which is the happiest state a woman can ever be in.
Wow. Exactly. It's absolutely true. Again, more women in 2023 are miserable than ever before. And why is that? Because they're not getting married, they're not having children. These girls get to 35 plus, no children, no prospects. That girl on the left, by the way, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe I just heard this. Like, she's never thought of this. She's never even considered this. And the girl at the back right as well, she's like, what? Like, it's like she's hearing some, like, you know, some revelation. Okay, maybe this girl in the middle is mad. Let's see.
How can you say that?
What did I say that's wrong?
Such.
What is wrong about
Oh, it's so wrong to say that the happiest state a woman can be in is married and with children. Oh, how could you, Sneako? You bad man, bad man.
Just say what you just said again.
I'm not repeating it for you. Like, see, right now, perfect example. You didn't even hear what I said. It's the way I said it, and now you're upset. You don't even know why you're mad.
I know what you said, but can you hear yourself speaking?
Okay. What did he say that was wrong?
It's how I said it, not what I said.
What did he say that was wrong?
Okay, what about all the barren women? What about women that can't have kids?
They're
She's useless.
Have you ever?
Oh my, that's putting words in his mouth. No. What? So you're gonna tell me that a grandma, great-grandmother, 95, she can't have children? You think she's useless? She's had a generation or multiple generations of she's had children who've had children who've had children. She has an army around. You're gonna tell me that she's useless? What? That's not what he said. You're putting words in his mouth. That is called a straw man argument. That's a logical fallacy. It's not what he said. So don't say that he said that.
Yeah, but those are outliers.
Have you ever spoken to a woman that can't have kids? That's barren?
Yes, I have.
They're usually miserable. They're not happy with that. And if you talk to, you know what percentage of women that don't have kids are happy with it? Less than 20%. So the majority of women that don't have kids are not happy.
Indeed.
So he's right. What did he say that was wrong?
That's a perfect example of feelings over facts. She pulled the Greta Thunberg.
No, tell me. What did he say that was incorrect?
She went, how dare you?
He exists.
What I say that was wrong?
So she said, yeah, so just him existing is wrong.
Yeah, what did he say?
You just sound rude.
It's just like you're throwing out these facts like, oh,
and you're saying girls are jealous.
A woman's sole purpose is to be a mother. Ooh.
Okay.
He didn't say that. He said the greatest happiness a woman can have is to have children. He didn't say a woman's sole purpose is to have children. That's not what he said. So why would you say that he said that?
There's nothing more. Okay, whilst I do believe there is nothing more important than. No, actually, I don't believe that. I don't believe that there's more to women in society. And
right, womanism, being a man as a woman. That's what's more to women in 2023 society. It's considered strong and empowered and wonderful and amazing for a girl to have a career, foregoing having children and family early in life like they should, you know, at the age of 18 to 23, getting married and having children. That's considered, oh, it's too early. Oh, it's so bad. It's terrible. How could you? So oppressive. Meanwhile, these girls go to 35 plus, they can't have children anymore, and a million TikToks about how terrible it is, right? But no. You can't say that.
It's more important than having children. Name 5 things.
Being healthy.
No. I'm not asking you, Janelva. What's name 5 things?
Being healthy is a prerequisite.
Being healthy is prerequisite to having children. That's right.
Let her talk.
Your actual career, your dreams. From a little girl,
there it is. Your actual career and your dreams. No, that is what makes men happy. What makes men happy is having a goal and working towards attaining it, and then after attaining it, then going on to even higher heights. That is, to be a man, that is happiness for a man, is working towards a goal, having a mission, fighting for that mission, working hard. That is, but not for a girl. Unless she's working hard for her children. And when I say working hard, I don't mean working in a career as a man does. No, I mean working hard to make sure that kids are well fed, mentally healthy, happy, feeling loved, all of that. The things that help children to grow up and be productive, wonderful, well-raised, psychologically healthy adults. They get that from the girl, and from the guy they get boundaries, logic and reason, and somebody saying no, and so on. They get the frame, they get the boundaries. I already said the. Okay, let's continue.
We from a child, all girls, we all have a dream. Like whatever the dream
Prince Charming, usually.
Indeed.
Not all of us have the Prince Charming dream.
Yeah, marrying Chad and having his children is women's dream from a young age. Being a fairy princess, Well, what is being a fairy princess? It's just being lucky and being youthful, and not having a 50 plus end count.
Being stable.
Okay, fitness, mental health, and that sort of thing are prerequisites to having children.
Wait. I just want to talk to you. So your career. What else? What else is more important?
Your mental stability.
Okay.
Your health.
Sure.
Your contribution to society outside.
No, that's men.
Side of motherhood.
No, that's men. Women's contribution to society is motherhood, which, while it's been denigrated by womanism, is a great thing. It's a wonderful thing. It's a necessary thing to a family unit. And when I say family, I don't mean nuclear family, which is an American invention. I mean an extended family. Anyway.
Oh, you're 65.
Okay.
By yourself.
Okay.
Your career is more important.
Yeah, I'm a cat mom, and I've got a great.
There it is. I'm a cat mom. Yeah, we can tell by your red hair you're a cat mom. Look at your expression. You're not happy right now, and you're in the springtime of your youth. Imagine when you're in the winter.
I've made my mark in this world, just like a man has.
No, you haven't.
Because if a man doesn't have kids at 65, does society look at him in any way?
Yes. It looks at what he's accomplished in his career. What he's accomplished to contribute to mankind. Because men and women are judged differently.
I agree that mental stability is important, but for me, if I hit, let's say, 30 and I have no kids, my mental stability will be very low. I will be depressed. And even though I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to have a career so badly, if I don't have kids, I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
You're completely right. Let me just tell you something right now. Like you said, you're going to be a cat mom.
No, I'm not saying I'm going to be. I'm saying there's women like that.
Is that what you want?
You're on the right path.
And not only that,
that was funny.
Is that what you want? Genuinely.
Well
I'm
done.
not trying to be aggressive.
No,
do you want to be a cat mom rapper?
No.
She was kidding.
And you talk about your contribution to society. It's dropping a rap song, having an Instagram like where your tits are out, and then having some cats. Is that what you want to leave?
Is that what you think women do?
I haven't seen your Instagram.
Outside of motherhood, that's probably that's the only value you see in a woman. The only thing that
I'm asking you.
No, but I'm saying the only value that a woman has in your eyes is motherhood. So
No. Fit, feminine, cooperative, bedroom fun, loyal, and submissive. And a woman's only value is motherhood. Like she's denigrating motherhood. She's basically what she's saying is motherhood is nothing. What we should do is we should have a career. What is the actual point of a career? Have you even thought about that? Why do people work and contribute to society and get money in the first place? Why? What is the actual purpose? The purpose of working to get money at all is so that you can provide stability and resources for your children. Otherwise, people would just do whatever. Of course, you need to meet your basic needs like feeding yourself and clothing yourself and putting a roof over your head. But past that, like why does anyone ever work a job? It's for that purpose. Which motherhood creates. It's like this girl has no idea why she's even saying what she's saying. She's totally brainwashed. It's like, holy God.
That's the most important. That's the most important.
So every woman you get with, as long as she has kids, she's valuable.
I'm not talking about women.
No. Also false. What is the context in which she's had children? Is it in a marriage? Is it after having an encounter 50 with 50 chads and 51, the guy that she marries for 6 months or whatever, 6 years, and then divorces? Like, what is the context in which she's had children? It's not the children themselves that are valuable. Stable family units are the underpinning of society. Without that, you don't have a stable society. So no, it isn't just motherhood.
No, but is that what you're trying to say then?
The highest contribution to society a woman has is mothering.
So what's the highest contribution that a man has?
His actual contribution through his career and accomplishments. The value that he provides to other men, women, and children, effectively. How much he outperforms his ability to provide for himself, effectively. So you need a certain amount of resources to maintain yourself. The amount you produce in excess of that is, which then is used to fuel family unit. That's the value that a man provides.
In your opinion.
Invent, build, and maintain society.
Can I just challenge you quickly? Didn't you say that there would be none of this without women having children? You said that.
That's right. Yeah, did I mention those things? What did I say? Outproducing your ability to provide for yourself. That's the value that a man provides to society. It's like being one little cell of the organism that is society, effectively. Making sure that one little cell runs properly, effectively. Okay, we're going to end the video there. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Give me a donation like Hunter M, Adrian, Tom M. Just hit more underneath the video, if you like, of course. And go to my Patreon and subscribe. Patreon.com/theheliosblog. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my video to the end. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you next time.